I have no income coming in currently.
People are losing their businesses.
I'm a small business owner that has been absolutely devastated by this.
I've already had to furlough 55 employees.
My guys cannot work. They have families that they need to feed.
Everything they're doing is totally against our constitutional rights.
We're barely making it. We have no paying customers right now.
There are other ways to handle the problem that we've got in this nation besides telling people that their constitutional liberties no longer apply.
I don't feel threatened by an infectious disease that the likes of which are around all the time.
We're tired of being told that we can't go where we want, that we can't make our own decisions. We're smart enough. We can decide for ourselves what's safe and what's not.
Being home, how this is shut down is my distributors cannot get me my supplies, so therefore I've shut down because I cannot accommodate customers' orders or anything like that. Customers can't get to me because they are confined to home. I have no income coming in currently, so I do not qualify for unemployment. I have not been able to attain a small business loan. So at this point, I have no income coming in, and everything is just, getting tight. We need to open back up. Small business owners are responsible enough. We have to protect our health. We have to protect our customers, because without them, we don't have a small business. So this has got to end. It's got to end today. Let the customers make the choice whether they want to get out.
So I manage a company at the airport. I don't want to say who, but I've already had to furlough 55 employees. I'm left with about 50. And these are people who live paycheck to paycheck and probably less than paycheck to paycheck. So I'm out here trying to support opening back up so that they earn tips. They do earn tips, and that's how they make their money. And right now, with nobody flying and with everything shut down, they're suffering very, very, very dearly. And I'm here for them.
I'm here to support Open NC for my people that work for me. I have a small business. We do commercial kitchen flooring, and a lot of the states have shut down construction, so my guys cannot work. They have families that they need to feed. So it's not just NC that needs to open up. It's the whole U.S. It's affecting us. I do chain restaurants. They're shut down, so we can't get paid. And it's suffering my family also, so we got to open up.
The shutdown needs to end. People are losing their businesses. My friends are losing their small businesses. They've put their retirement in their small businesses, and now they're losing their retirement. Young people that are starting up new businesses are losing their businesses. I have not personally been affected by the shutdown yet. I know it's going to happen. My husband is a doctor. He's not working anymore right now. Luckily, we've been able to have a little nest egg to keep us through this time. My biggest concern is for the people that are at home, small businesses, and also children that are at home that cannot go to be with their friends and live a normal life. I think life is for living, and I don't know what kind of life you're living when you're shut up in your home and you can't live your normal life. I'm worried about people that are hungry. I'm worried about children that are being abused. I'm worried about spousal abuse has gone through the roof. And I just think that a shutdown is not healthy for anyone at all. Financially, mentally, I think your next pandemic is going to be suicide, it's going to be abuse, it's going to be poverty, it's going to be hunger, and it's not the answer. I think they need to open up. I think that we're smart people. I think that people do need to take better care of their health and their hygiene, and I think people have gotten that message as of now. I don't think that it should be a light switch, but I also don't think that it should crawl. It's going to be a long time before people get back to normal as it is. Let the businesses open. If you don't want to come out, don't come out. It is your prerogative. If you're going to go visit the elderly, wear a mask. You should do that anyway. Wash your hands. You should do that anyway. I do feel like we need to open up and move forward. This is not the answer. This is making a bad situation a million times worse.
We're very fortunate because I have two businesses, both which have been deemed essential, but I can't help but have a heart for the small business people whose businesses aren't deemed essential. I've been self-employed for 40 years, and it's just not, everything they're doing is totally against our constitutional rights. They consider us to be idiots. They think we don't have enough sense to take care of our own personal health. And I can't help but believe it's all politically motivated.
I am with ReOpen North Carolina, just a member. I don't have anything to do with the organization, but I'm a small business owner that has been absolutely devastated by this. My husband and I have built our business our entire lives. We've never asked for handouts from the government. We've not had any income since March 9th. We are also a seasonal business, which means that through the winter time, we don't have very much income, so we have to save all year to make it through the downtime. And just as we were coming up to our peak season, we had the rug yanked out from under us. And I don't know that we'll be able to recover. I have an 11-year-old son that we are trying to provide for, and this is it's just been devastating to our family. We have bills, we have debt, and not to mention that our business will probably never recover. I don't know what to say other than this shutdown cannot go on. We cannot survive. I'm sorry about the virus. I'm sorry for those who've lost loved ones, but we cannot shut down everybody else. We have to have income. We have to get the economy going. There's got to be testing. Well, let's get the testing done. We need to get this state open by May 1st at the very latest.
So I'm here because I have a small business in Fayetteville. We started out with about 24 employees. We're down to about 17 right now. I just got my PPP loan to bring them back, but it's hard bringing some of them back because they're already on unemployment. They're getting more unemployment than they would being paid through us. So that's difficult as it is. We're barely making it. We have no paying customers right now, but we're trying to stay open to keep the momentum going. We love our employees. If this goes on for another month and a half, I don't know if we're going to make it. And if we don't survive, that's 24 jobs that won't be coming back, including my own. The best thing that we can do is do randomized antibody testing to find out how prevalent was the virus. And if it ends up being what studies are showing, that a lot of people already had it, the death rate goes down significantly, and this whole shutdown becomes meaningless. So I'm hoping we reopen, have some common sense, wash our hands, social distance, wear masks if necessary, but let people choose their own path and make a living.
We need to protect the ignorance across the vulnerable, the rest of us who make it work.
I'm here because I believe that we have constitutional liberties that aren't subject or made void whenever we have pandemics. The First Amendment protects our right to be here. We are a free people. We've always been that way. And there are other ways to handle the problem that we've got in this nation besides telling people that their constitutional liberties no longer apply. So I'm out here for myself, I'm out here for others who have lost their jobs, friends who can't open their businesses, who've seen their livelihoods go away. This isn't about coming out here and being irresponsible. I've seen a lot of responsible people out here today, and I'm thankful to see them here because it's too easy to lose freedom, and I think we've got a voice, and I'm hopeful that Governor Cooper hears us, sees us peaceably here, and acts accordingly.
It just seems like half measures to try to accomplish something that I mean, it's not that big of a threat. I don't feel threatened by an infectious disease that the likes of which are around all the time.
The people should have the right to protest, first and foremost, against their government. Another month of shutdowns mean a lot more unemployment, which is going to affect people more than this virus. And we're tired of scare tactics. We're tired of being told that we can't go where we want, that we can't make our own decisions. We're smart enough. We can decide for ourselves what's safe and what's not.
There are no patients in the hospital. I've reflected on 3 times. Yesterday was one of them. There are no patients. Nobody is dying. My hospital right here, right down the street.
The hospital I work at that I will not name, we have one floor, no patients for the China virus. The other floor that's dedicated specifically to it, it has been full at times, but mainly discharges because they turn over so quick. The ICU that's dedicated to it has never been full. We've got entire floors shut down. I got flexed off yesterday. Every day I get a text from my supervisor. You want to flex off tomorrow? You want to flex off tomorrow? I only have so many vacation days.
Explain what flex off.
I have to use my vacation days. There's no patients. I was actually floated to an ICU, but guess what? I didn't do anything because there was too many of us. We were overrun. For a unit that only used 7 nurses, there was 11 of us. And we all just sat and looked at each other. I'm not saying these hospitals or the staff's lying about how tired they are. I've taken care of sick, critically ill patients. It's exhausting, it's mentally, physically, emotionally draining when you care for somebody who's dying. And then when you add PPE on top of that, I've actually refused patients before because I've just been too tired. I'm like, I can't do it for another 12 hours, I can't. So I'm not saying it's not exhausting, but the way they're saying that these hospitals are overrun by these patients are lies. They're nothing but lies. Really, if any place would need help, it would be the ER. Not one ask for help.
My family, we live in North Carolina, and we support common sense actions taken to reopen the economy in North Carolina. Most people don't realize how hard the healthcare industry itself has been hit by shutting down. Many patients can't even get in to see their doctor. My husband works really doing the laboratory tests for COVID and other healthcare problems, and they're laying people off in the testing industry, and here's why. When you eliminate elective surgeries and when you eliminate doctor's visits, many folks can't be screened for things like cancer or treated for things like cancer, diabetes, and other conditions, which make us very, very unhealthy, economically unhealthy, of course, but real healthy. I'm also concerned about the rate of depression, the rate of substance abuse that we're seeing now in the community. Real people who really the reason to live has been taken away. We're real concerned about what this is doing to destroy the health, financial and otherwise, of our communities.